Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Great Bend High School for tonight's game featuring the Salthawks from Hutchinson High School and your Great Bend Panthers. Great Bend High School Athletic Department would like to thank you for supporting the Panthers tonight through your attendance. We appreciate your encouragement and support of our players, coaches, and officials. For the safety of all fans, we expect all students and spectators to sit in the bleachers and watch the game. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, please stand, remove your hats, and place your hand over your heart and join the Panther Jazz Band under the direction of Mr. Grant Matthews and Mr. Don Regier as we honor America and all of our veterans and military personnel serving around the world with the national anthem. Ladies and gentlemen, your starters for tonight. For Hutchinson, number 1, Jax Hinahaw. And for your Panthers, at guard, a 6'2" senior, number 10, Maddox Gray. For Hutchinson, number 2, Terrell King. And for the Panthers, at guard, a 6'1" senior, number 12, Arthur. Number 15, Devin Stiller. And for the Panthers, at post, a 6'6" sophomore, number 14. Holy cow! It's Ian Reamer! Number 29, Julian Smith. And for the Panthers at forward, a 6'1" sophomore, number 15, Jacob Hall. For Hutchinson, number 33, Dave Sickle. And for the Panthers, at guard, a 6' senior, number 24, Head coaches this evening for Hutchinson, Brian Miller. And for the Panthers, Kyle Creed. Your officials this evening, Chad Pinters, Cliff Chamberlain, and Lance Ferguson.
With number 15, Devin Stiller. Rounding it out, it's number 1, Jack Hinahaw. Hinahaw, the 5'10" senior who just went off against Great Bend. He's currently averaging over 10 points per contest. It'll be paramount for Great Bend to stop him. You heard Coach Creed say a little bit earlier that he's probably the player that's been playing the best for the Salthawks over their last 6 to 8 games. As we get into our game tonight, we'll want to remind everyone that Panther basketball tonight is brought to you in part by the University of Kansas Health System's Great Bend campus, the Fieldhouse, and by Keller Real Estate and Insurance Company. Great Bend Panthers moving from right to left as you sit at the Panther communications table. Ian Creamer in the middle to jump. He'll be jumping against Daly Van Sickle. We'll see who comes up with it, and Hutch will win the tip. Tonight's opening possession brought to you by Barton Community College. Explore your future at Barton. So to start the game, Panthers on the defensive end as Hutch rolling into the right wing. It's Hinahaw. He swings a pass down low, and it'll be knocked out of bounds by Great Bend. Possession's going to stay down here with the Salthawks. And so on the baseline, it'll be Terrell King throwing it in. He'll be trying to find someone on the right side. The inbound pass tipped away by Ian Creamer. Knocked in the hands of Jacob Hall. And so the Panthers don't allow any points on their opening possession. Carter Combs moves it across half court. He has it on the far side. Ball in the right hand, working against Terrell King. Needs to be careful of King. 47 steals on the year for the junior guard for the Salthawks. As still on that right side, Combs with it, looking for an inside pass, can't find one there. Instead goes top of the key to Parker Dix. Parker working to the right perimeter, finds Combs in the corner. Combs drives baseline, and he'll get called for the charge. Was trying to just work his way for an inside shot. He's not only got that touch from the outside, but Carter, creative around the rim, can get some of those circus shots to drop up and in. That time, no good, as it'll be the first foul in the game going against Great Bend. I guess I should say going against either team. Driving onto the right side of the lane, it's Terrell King. Tremendous defense from Maddox Spray. The shot was way high. It'll go off the glass and be rebounded by Combs. On the far side, the Panthers have it. Carter driving into the right corner. He'll reverse his course and work his way around the perimeter, moving towards the top of the key. Sends a pass on the left side with Hall. Hall keeps it moving with Parker Dix into the corner. Parker up top now with Maddox Spray. Spray guarded by Julian Smith. Will give it to Hall up top. Hall pump fakes, then finds Ian Creamer down along the right block, and Ian gets the score. Great feed from Jacob Hall off the pump fake. Sets Ian up with a good look at the bucket as Great Bend taking an early 2-0 lead. Still 6.5 minutes to play in our opening quarter. Terrell King has on the right wing, sends it to Hinahaw up top. Hinahaw driving to his left, will pick up a screen from Van Sickle. Drives for a layup, swings it instead up top. The key of three, no good that time from Stiller. And on the rebound, it'll be Van Sickle fouling Jacob Hall.
That was on number 33, Bailey Van Sickle.
Van Sickle,
That's
the
his first team foul.
Coffeyville football commit, be his first, the first against Hutch in the game. And so Jacob Hall, he'll have the inbounds pass on the baseline. He'll get it in just into the right corner into Parker Dix. Dix tries to go back to Jacob, and Jacob bobbles the pass into the corner. It's a three-pointer for Hutchinson Smith. No good. Ian gets the rebound. Quickly gets a transition pass to Parker Dix. Parker driving on the left side of the line, spins to the left block, and he'll get called for the shuffle of the feet. He was trying to stop his momentum on the left block. Instead, couldn't quite come away with it cleanly, and so possession goes to the Salthawks. Still a 2-0 lead for Great Bend as the clock takes under 6 minutes to play in our first quarter. Hennehaw has it on the left wing, being guarded by Parker Dix. He'll send it up top now to King. King driving into the right corner. He'll try to for a baseline drive. Instead, decide to post up in front of the rim. Puts a jumper up. Nothing that time as an air ball. Maddox Spray staying on King's hip pocket so far throughout the first 3.5 minutes of our first quarter. It's Parker Dix getting an inside pass to Ian Premer. Ian goes back outside to Parker. Parker will jab step to his right, drives to his left, and sends it to Ian Premer in the left corner. Ian finds a wide open Maddox Spray on the right side. Maddox up top to Combs. Combs three, no good, and was looking for some contact, but did not get it. And so 5 minutes, 15 seconds still to play as Panthers lead 2-0. Bit of a slow start to the contest for both sides, but the defense has been pretty stout. Drawing the drive down low, it's Spiller. He'll send a pass in the left corner. It's Hennehaw. Hennehaw keeps it rolling along the perimeter to Julian Smith. Three, no good. Rebound goes to Van Sickle. Who gets it blocked by Ian Premer. Ian in transition moves it to Carter Combs on the right side. Combs goes back to Ian in the right high post. Ian nearly loses it. Instead finds Combs on the right or on the left wing. Combs sends it to the left corner. A three-pointer for Maddox Spray. No good as it goes over the rim. Hennehaw on the board, gets it out to King in transition. Driving on the left side, it'll be picked up by Combs. Combs, the defense strong as it'll be over the rim. However, off the backboard, Spiller gets his rebound, gets to the Hennehaw at the top of the key, drives into the left side. Hennehaw gets the dot pass on the right block, and it goes in. That time going for Van Sickle as it evens up the score 2-2. 4 minutes, 15 seconds to play in the opening quarter. As Carter Combs has it in the left hand, he'll now drive to the right side, give it to Maddox Spray. He'll send it into the right corner with Premer. On the baseline drive, he's working against Julian Smith. Takes the mid-range jumper and finds it in the short corner. So hard to guard Ian when he drives like that because you think he's just going for the rim. Then the finesse game has the touch to get the jumper. Hennehaw's pass off the mark. He was looking for Spiller on the left wing. Instead, sends it into the stands, and it'll go into the hands of the Great Bend High Panthers. We get a substitution for Coach Cree as Parker Dix will step off under 4 minutes to play in the first quarter. Daxton Mitten getting his first sub-state championship action. He'll throw the ball in from the far side of the line as he finds Carter Combs. Carter dimes it down to the other end. Maddox Spray from the right block to the left to Jacob Hall, who gets the bucket. The initial pass from Carter Combs, about three-quarter court dime on the money. Finds Maddox Spray down low. Maddox didn't like the look he gave, so he got it to Hall. And on the other end, a drive from the left corner from Terrell King gets it to go. Now he's 6-4 lead for Great Bend as Jacob Hall nearly loses across half court. Instead gets a pass on the left wing with Ian Premer. Ian moves it up top to Daxton Mitten. Mitten will drive onto the right side, being guarded by King. Go to a jump stop. Motion Maddox Spray to drive on the baseline. Maddox does and calls for the charge. It's Daly Van Sickle establishing position down low. The second charge called against the Panthers as earlier it was Carter Combs. As we get a substitution, Cooper Omont checking in for Maddox Spray. I want to remind everyone that Panther Basketball tonight is brought to you in part by the Marmy Auto Group, Advanced Therapy and Sports Medicine, Sutherland's, and Rosenberg Family Dentistry. So, had been a 2-2 tie with about 4.5 minutes still to play in this game. Then in 90 seconds, 6-4 lead is over doubled our point total. Hutch has it on the offensive end. It's a Terrell King drive to the right side, and he's able to get it to go. Hung on the rim for a minute before dropping in. It ties the ball game up 6-6, 2:45 in the first frame. Carter Combs with it on the far side, being guarded by Hutchinson Smith. He'll send a pass on the left with Jacob Hall. Hall into the left corner. It's Omont. swing pass to the right side. Daxton Mitten nearly loses it. Instead, trying to get it up top to Jacob Hall. It'll be picked off by Julian Smith. Smith in transition. Driving inside. He'll be fouled on the layup by Hall. The foul does prevent Smith from getting it to go, and it'll be just the first on Hall. Smith, though, no slouch at the free throw line as he's shooting 78% on the year. His first trip this game, the first attempt, falls down. And so that gives Hutch their first lead of the game, a 6-7 advantage, or a 7-6 advantage, excuse me, as second free throw, no good from Smith. It'll stay a 1-point lead, 7-6 for the Salthawks. As on the rebound, it's Omar. He moves it to Carter Combs. Combs sends a pass onto the right corner with Omar. Cooper takes it in two hands, puts it above his head, looking for somewhere to go. He'll drive to the top of the key. Sends a pass into the right corner with Daxton Min. Min swings past onto the left corner with Ian Preener. Ian swinging in, spinning inside. Can't get the shot to go. On the offensive board, it's Omar. Gets it through contact. Omar read the board, went on the right side. Was strong enough to go up and grab it. Also had the skill to get it to fall through the contact. He'll be heading the line and a chance for a three-point play. Hutch took their first lead off of a free throw from Smith on the other end. Now on the free throw from Omar, no good, but the board goes to Jacob Hall. Hall the pump fake, and he gets the ball down low. So Omar unable to make the free throw, but Hall grabs the board. Now he'll be going to the line for two. Omar not been the strongest at the free throw line for the Panthers this year. However, Hall, he's hitting over 60% from the charity stripe. Let's see what Jacob can do with his first attempts from the free throw line in this game. Puts the ball in the right hand, gives it two dribbles. The shot is up. Nothing but net that time for the Panthers sophomore. Puts the Panthers back up 9-7 as we see Carter Combs check out. Parker Dix subbing back in. Jacob Hall back at the line. As shot is up and good that time as well. Hall at the line, able to get the three-point lead back for Great Bend. Panthers lead 10-7, a minute and 50 seconds still to play in the first frame. At the top of the key for Hutch is Terrell King, the phenomenal junior point guard for the Salthawks, being guarded by Parker Dix. He'll swing a pass on the left side with Julian Smith. Smith in the left corner to drive from Ty Clark. No good, but he gets his own board. Daxton Min able to force a jump ball. And possession arrow goes to Great Bend. Daxton Min great at doing that. Not necessarily getting the rebound, as he's not the biggest guy on the court, but able to snag so many jump balls when the big guys bring it down low. Got the quick hands as the Panthers break the Hutch press. It's Jacob Hall on the right wing. Now darts a pass onto the right baseline. Cooper Omont goes up and gets fouled. Should be another one against Van Sickle, and it will be.
That was on number 33, Daly Van Sickle,
his second now in the contest as it puts Cooper Omont back at the line. Let's see what the young Cooper can do. The first one, that time he drains it.
Substitution for Hutchinson, number 13.
And a substitution now comes in. Daly Van Sickle stepping off. It will be replaced by Tayshawn Govain. Govain a little bit smaller in the inside there for the Salthawks, and so maybe opportunity for the Panthers to drive inside. Omont goes 2 for 2 at the line this time, as he extends the lead out to a 12-7 advantage for the Panthers. They had been down to 1, but Great Bend now on a 6-0 run. As at the top of the key, Terrell King has it, driving in the left corner. Jacob Hall on the defense as King swings the pass up top now to Smith. Smith on the right side to Clark. That's Spiller. As Spiller's fouled. The foul came awfully early for it to be on a shooting call, but it might be. It looks like the referees are conferring. And it will be on the floor. Absolutely was a foul. Just would have been quite early for it to be on the shot. Referees get it figured out, as it's Chad Beaters, Clint Chamberlain, and Lance Ferguson on the call tonight on the floor. The entry pass, or I should say the inbounds pass, picked off on the baseline. You gotta watch Hutch on the baseline, as Panthers looking to exploit some of the plays they think they can defend well that time. Panthers did have an inside key. They get a steal, leading 12-7 here, under a minute to go in the first quarter. Parker Dix in the short corner pulls up from the far corner. No good. He casually stepped into that short corner and just took one long step outside. Couldn't convert on the three as Terrell King has it up top, being guarded by Ian Premer. He'll be looking to the right side, drives instead, kicks the pass onto the right wing. The pass continues from the hands of Ty Clark, lands with Spiller. Spiller goes back on top with King. He'll drive into the high post instead of pass to Julian Smith on the left side. Smith driving inside, kicks it away as he falls down. Got to Ty Clark. Clark onto the right wing. It's King driving inside, the layup no good. 15 seconds as Ian Premer in transition, driving to the left side, gets the shot up, it's fouled. If there's a foul, the question is kind of a similar call to what Hutch was facing. Is it on the floor or does the shot count? Because it's Ian. Oh, it's a travel. It's not even on the contact. Ian called for the travel there before he got to the rim. Thought it was going to be a call on the contact, but Ian called for the walk before he got there. Gives Hutch back the ball. 8 seconds on the clock. Henaha has it, kicks it into Ty Clark for three in the left corner. No good off right iron. Rebound being fought for. Paul gets it, 1 second on the clock, puts a shot up. Oh, and it sails. Nearly hit the top of the board, instead off the back wall. And so at the end of one quarter, Great Bend leading 12-7. Don't go anywhere. We'll have more Panther basketball heading your way right here on B104.3 The Point, powered by Eva Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Carter Combs.
Had gotten down 7-6 in that first quarter. However, closed out period number one on a 6-0 run as they now lead by 5 heading into quarter number 2. We'd like to remind everyone that Panther basketball tonight is brought to you by Equity Bank. We're right here beside you, equitybank.com. To start quarter number 2, Hutch will have the ball. The Salthawks in their road blues with the yellow lettering and numbers as they'll be moving from left to right as you sit at the Clark communication table. Terrell King on the drive, pulls up from 8 feet just in front of the charity stripe. No good, but it bounces off back iron. And on the rebound, it's Deshaun Govain. However, he'll be fouled by Jacob Hall. That's the second going against Jacob. First of this second quarter against either team, just 14 seconds in. And we'll see Isaiah Reed sub in for Jacob Hall. Isaiah plays tremendous post defense down low for being no bigger than he is. The inbounds pass coming from Hutch, finds its way into the left corner. Ian Premer able to get a hand on it. Cooper Omar picks it off cleanly. In on the other end, trying to go up with it. He'll be a lot of contact there. A couple of Panthers, including Coach Cree, calling for the flagrant, and we're having a discussion between the refs. It is not going to be any sort of an advanced foul. However, it will put Ian at the line shooting 2. The first one is up and in. Free throws could be key for the Panthers as recently been on an upswing trend. Last game shooting over 70% as Ian's second attempt at the line is up and in. Perfect start at the free throw line for Ian Premer as he's a perfect 2 for 2. He's got 6 points so far, 7.5 minutes still to go in half number 1. Panthers lead 14-7. On the left wing, it's in the hands of Ty Clark for Hutch. He'll move it up top to Terrell King. Now finds his way into Henaha on the left corner. Henaha 3, no good. Maddox Spray gets the board. He'll get to Ian Premer on the near sideline. Ian works it across half court, picks up a screen from Isaiah Reed, pulls up from the right high post. No good. Julian Smith on the rebound. Hutch across half court. It's Terrell King working into the right short corner. He'll put the ball above his head, move it outside to Julian Smith. Smith inside to Govain. Isaiah Reed trying to draw the charge. Instead, Govain gets the bucket to fall. First basket for Hutchinson the first quarter. Panthers still lead 14-9 here in the second. 6:50 on the clock. Ian Premer running point forward as they move across half court for Great Bend, being guarded by Julian Smith. Now that's a fun matchup. 6'6" versus 6'4". Ian, the sophomore, Julian Smith for Hutch, the senior, as Carter Combs now has it at the top of the key, being guarded by Jax Henaha. He'll nearly lose it instead. We'll get a timeout called. It'll be a 30-second one from Coach Crease, so we'll keep it right here. That way I can remind everyone that Panther basketball is brought to you in part by Advanced Truck and Diesel, Farmers Bank and Trust, and Jacob Hall on the left block. However, Panthers' unselfish play has them sitting on a 5-point lead, 14-9, 6.5 minutes to play in half number one. Cooper Omont has it at the top of the key, sends it over to the right side with Daxton Mitten. Mitten puts it above his head. He's being guarded by Henaha. And he'll send a pass to the right side with Maddox Spray. Spray driving to the left block. No good on the shot as he'll hit the hardwood. Henaha on the board, trying to go coast for ghost. He'll be cut off by Omai. He'll get it instead to Govain. Govain can't get it over Jacob Hall. Great defense that time from Jake, just going straight up, defending it perfectly. Makes it a tough shot. Panthers still lead 14-9 as Daxton Mitten driving to the left side. He'll hand it off now to Cooper Omont. Omont swings it onto the right side with Spray. Spray into the corner with Creamer. Creamer looking for somewhere to go with it. Finds Hall up top. Jake being guarded by Govain, drives to the left side, left-handed layup. Oh, Jacob Hall. Don't know what it was about the coverage from Govain, but he immediately drove to that left side, gets it to go. A 16-9 advantage for Great Bend on the right side. Julian Smith has it, takes it to the right corner with Ty Clark. Clark drives inside onto the left corner now to Terrell King, and King able to drive and get a scooping layup to fall in. King, he's got 6 of the 11 points for the Salthawks, as now Omont will have it at the top of the key, sends it onto the left side with Premer. Premer swings it to the right side as Maddox Spray comes down with it. He kicks it into the right corner with Daxton Mitten. Mitten moves on to the left side where it goes into left block with Ian Premer. Ian's jumper no good on the turnaround. The ball went bounding towards the far side and it'll be last touched by Hutch. And so we'll get a substitution. Carter Combs, he'll sub in along with Parker Dix as we see Cooper Omont and Daxton Mitten swapping out. On the inbounds, it's Maddox Spray on the far sideline, moves it into the right corner with Hall. Hall gives it right back to Spray, who then kicks it up top to Combs. Carter, being guarded by Jay Lewis, will put it in the right hand and hand it off to Parker Diggs, who kicks it up top of the key, finds Hall in the left corner. Hall for 3, finds the bottom of the net. Just an exciting player on Hall. Hitting on 7 of 14, makes him 50% from the three-point line. Also gives the Panthers a 19-11 lead. On the right wing, Terrell King has it. Hutch trying to find some points as he'll put a floater up, finds it off a back iron. King now with 8 points as Panthers still sitting on a 6-point lead with 4 minutes off the clock in quarter number 2. Parker Dix on the far side of the court gets into the right corner with Ian Premer. Premer up top to Hall, who hands it off to Combs. Carter directing the offense will dribble towards half court before sending a pass on the left side. It's with Parker Diggs. Parker onto the left perimeter with Jacob Hall. Hall into the right corner. It's Maddox Spray, who then goes back into the paint with Jake, who loses it to Henaha. Henaha able to get it out now to Terrell King, who has it across half court for Hutch. Salthawks trying to swing it into the corner as Spiller threw a pass, couldn't pull it in, or it was Jay Lewis who couldn't pull the pass in from Devin Spiller, as we'll see the first appearance of the game for Ben Nicholson. He'll swap in for Carter Combs. We want to remind everyone that Panther basketball tonight is brought to you in part by S&J Trucking, the 10th Street Eye Care Center, Next Tech, and by Mexicans or Delgado's Mexican Restaurant. Maddox Spray moving the ball across half court. Will have it in the right hand. Will send a pass to the left side. It's with Creamer now in the low post with Parker Dix. Parker posts up before going back outside with Creamer. Driving to the top of the key. Ian will send it on to the right side where Dix gets it. Working against King. He'll drive into the right corner before getting it off to Maddox Spray. Spray onto the left side with Ben Nicholson. Nicholson has it poked away, but able to get it just in front of half court. And then he'll be fouled. It's Jay Lewis getting a little too handsy, trying to poke the ball away from Ben. His first, the second for Hutch in the quarter, and so 3 minutes still to go in half number one. Maddox Spray just in front of the Hutch bench. He'll get it up top in front of the half-court line to Ben Nicholson. Ben sends a pass onto the right side with Jacob Hall. Hall down low to Ian Creamer. Ian working against Spiller. He'll put a shot up in front of the rim. Can't get it initially, but gets the offensive tip, and on the tip will be fouled. Still doesn't fall in, but Ian now headed back to the line for 2 shots. See if Ian can't get those to fall in. Had some success on a trip earlier. Ian, ball in the left hand, gives it 2 dribbles. First one is up and in. A lot of fun watching Ian make some free throws as that can develop. Makes Creamer a lot harder to stop on the offensive end. On the second attempt, it is up and good, and these ones are money. That second attempt particularly net, barely moving it so down the middle. Panthers lead 21-13, 2:40 on the clock in the first half. Creamer nearly comes away with the steal from King. Instead, the Hutch point guard sends it onto the right wing with Spiller. Spiller then goes down low with Govain, being guarded by Ben Nicholson and Carter Combs. He'll be able to weave his way through the trees and get it to go in. As Parker Dix will have it on the near sideline, he'll send a pass over to Carter Combs. Combs moves it across half court before finding Ian Creamer at the top of the key. Ian, ball above the head, overhead passes it to the right wing with Parker Dix. Parker drives inside of the paint, and he'll be called for the charge. It's Terrell King putting body on the hardwood for Hutch as the Panthers move across half court. I want to remind everyone that Panther basketball is brought to you by Barton Community College. Get ahead with online or dual credit classes or earn a certificate or associate degree while in high school. Find out more at gobarton.com. Salthawks moved on to the left wing in the hands of Jay Lewis. He'll now send it up top. Terrell King has it, driving against Ian Creamer into the right block. He'll put a shot up, can't get that one to go. Oh, it bounces around the rim and does go in. Looked like it was going to roll off the front. Instead, changes position, and King just the right amount of touch. Still a 4-point lead for Great Bend as Hutch cutting into the deficit ahead of them as Combs finds Ben Nicholson on the baseline, however, out of bounds. Substitution as Daxton Minton now stepping onto the court. He will replace Parker Dix, and so with a minute and a half, Panthers up 21-17. Terrell King for Hutch has it across half court, sends a pass on the left side with Lewis. Lewis will drive on the baseline, swing it to the right corner, a 3 for Henaha, no good off near iron. Ben Nicholson trying to get the rebound, will tip it to Creamer. Creamer moves into transition with Ben. And Nicholson gets called for the travel just as he crossed half court. We'll see a sub move in. It's Omot stepping on for Nicholson. Coach Gree tells Ben he's all right. Tough break for the Panther junior. However, would have had a quick outlet pass, as I think that's what caused the hesitation in the feed there for Ben. Was trying to look ahead and find the next open man. Instead, possession goes to Hutch. Now with Spiller, he'll try to move a pass from the right block to the left, and Ian gets it in transition, gets it ahead to Spray from left to right, can't get to go in. Ian on the rebound, gets the shot. Second chance effort for Ian Creamer. As he's now got 10 points, 46 seconds still to play. Panthers leading 26-17. As now Terrell King has on the left side, he'll go inside to Govain, back outside to King, three, no good for the left corner. Min able to bounce the rebound to Combs as 30 seconds on the clock in the first half. Carter driving into the right block. He'll go out of bounds on the baseline. It'll be last touched by Hutch. Possession stays with Great Bend.
Substitution for the Panthers, Jacob Hall.
That's Jacob Hall will step back onto the court for the Panthers. Great Bend leading 23-17. As now Daxton Min moves it onto the right side with Cooper Oman. He'll have it in the corner. It'll be poked away by King. Last touched by the Salthawks, and so Great Bend will keep possession. Min going to be throwing it in. Not before we get a substitution. Maddox Spray moving in for Cooper Oman. Daxton Min, he's throwing it in on the far sideline just in front of some of the USD 428 administration. Chris Sexton, Tim Freeze over there, Kip Wilson. A great trio of guys as Panthers get the ball in. 17 seconds, Maddox Spray at the top of the key, finds Jacob Hall. Hall looking to his left, gets to Carter Combs on the left perimeter. 10 seconds now. Carter looking for somewhere as Coach Cree having to jump up and down to get a timeout called. He's probably trying about 12 seconds on the clock, if not more. Now just 8 ticks to go in half number 1. It'll be a 30-second timeout. We'll take one with them. Don't go anywhere. More Panther basketball. Head your way right after this on B1043 The Point, powered by Ely Chevrolet. Maddox Spray sends on the left side with Daxton Min up top now to Combs. Combs steps inside the 16-foot jumper, no good. And the rebound will go long. It'll be recovered by Hutch as the buzzer expires. And so headed into halftime, the Panthers lead by 6, up 23-17. Stick around as we'll have your halftime coverage on the Stone Sand Company and Stone Waste Management halftime show. All that and more, head your way on B1043 The Point, your home for Panther basketball, powered by US Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Hazmat response.
Free pizza tonight for the Great Bend High School and Great Bend Middle School students during halftime. This will be after the bowlers. Tonight's halftime performance is brought to you by a select members of your Great Bend High School dance team. These girls have put in extra work to learn this routine today. To prepare for tonight, members tonight include Gabby Tomlin, Miley Maddox, Jocelyn Ward, Jimena Montez, and Ailey Scotthorn. Good luck, ladies. At this time, we would like to recognize the Great Bend High School women's bowling team. And just so you know, they are back-to-back state champions! Their head coach is David Bellbauer, assistant coach Stephen Lucy. Fourth place finisher, Kaylin Wallmeyer. 13th place finisher, Zoe Mayberry. 10th place finisher, Emily Nelson. Also, Paige Heine, Brooklyn Mayberry, and Rihanna Rodriguez. Ladies and gentlemen, how about a hand for the back-to-back state champs, ladies and gentlemen. And now, students, your free pizza is waiting you in the commons.
and gentlemen, we'd also like to recognize some people in the stands. And it's the #1 ranked team in the country, the Barton County men's basketball team. They will play tomorrow evening. Get out and support the Cougars.
Starting the second half with the ball, as moving from left to right, Parker Dix will get the ball. Panthers in their home white, red numerals and lettering with the black trim as ball works its way around to the left side. Is Carter Combs. He'll drive to the right, passes it off to Parker Dix. Dix nearly loses it, and he gets tangled up with Terrell King. Ball works its way from the left block to the right, where Ian Creamer able to get the first bucket of the second half, courtesy of the assist from Hall. On the other end, Terrell King now has it. He had got wrapped up with Parker Dix. Doesn't look like it turned him too bad as he kicks it out to Jax Henaha. On the drive, Henaha can't get it. He is trying to get the wolf steal away from Parker Dix. Parker working across half court. Will move the ball to the left side where Ian comes away with it, swings it further along the perimeter to Carter Combs. Combs drives to the left corner where he'll give the ball up to Maddox Spray. Spray then goes back to the top of the key before sending a pass on the left side with Combs. Moves his way to Jacob Hall on the left wing. He'll send a pass into Ian Creamer on the left block. Ian goes up, they can't get the shot to fall, but he'll be fouled. And so Creamer heads to the line.
Hutchinson, first team foul. Shooting 2 for the Panthers, Ian Creamer.
Ian will test his luck now as first one is up and good. On a hot streak to start the game from the line is Ian, a perfect 5 of 5. Now the 6th attempt goes down as well. You know, I heard a pretty smart local sports analyst saying that if Ian Creamer can just get that free throw shot developed, he'll be pretty scary, and that's looking like the case here in this game as Terrell King now has it in the right corner for Hutch. He'll swing a pass up top and finds his way to Spiller. Spiller goes inside the Van Sickle, then kicks it back into the right corner with King. King drives on the baseline and gets a shot to fall. And Panthers still leading 27-19 as Great Bend works the ball across half court into the hands of Jacob Hall. Working the ball along or near the mid-court line, Jake will advance it on the left perimeter, sends it into the corner with Maddox Spray. Spray driving into the paint, spins, and he'll be fouled. Going to the line for 2, it'll be the second foul against Hutch, not even 2 minutes into the third quarter. It's Van Sickle again.
Foul is on number 33, Davey Van Sickle.
Third foul.
Hutch's second team foul.
And Spray's shot is up and good. His first points of the game coming on his first attempt from the free throw line. Maddox a 70% shooter from the charity stripe as the second one goes up and in as well.
Substitution for Hutchinson, Trayshawn Golden.
Great Bend still just the one miss on the game. They are 12 of 13 from the free throw line. Impressive mark for a team that entered this contest shooting 54% from the charity stripe. Under 6 minutes to go, Panthers lead 29-19. On the right side, Henaha has it for Hutch. He'll swing a pass on the left side, works his way into the hands of Govain. Govain gives it to King in the corner as he'll drive against Jacob Hall. Decides against it as he moves the ball along the left wing to Henaha. Henaha on the left high post, guarded by Dix, moves into the corner. King gets it, drives to the front of the rim, spins out to the 8-foot jumper, hits off the back iron, rebounded by Govain. He'll think about going up with it, instead swings it into the right wing with Spiller. Spiller kicks it around the perimeter before it settles down in the left corner with Julian Smith. Being guarded by Premer, he'll send it up top now to Henaha, who drives onto the right wing, steps into the paint, puts a jumper up, pisses it off in front of the iron, and rolls in on the backside. That's Henaha's first bucket of this ball game, as he was a big factor in the January meeting between this team so far. Great Bend able to contain him. As in the right corner is Parker Dix. He'll send a pass up top with Jacob Hall. Hall back to Parker on the right side for three. That one off back iron. Ian Streamer gets a long rebound. Goes inside to Spray from the right block. And rolls it around the rim and in. Spray. Bucket. Goes down, but then Hutch quickly at the other end. Can't get a look from Henaha. However, Govain able to run down and get the putback attempt. Hutch not going quietly as Great Bend leading 31-23 in the game. The Panthers haven't quite able to get out to that 10-point double-figure advantage. Hall with the ball at the top of the key. He'll give a couple of pump fakes, seeing how much respect Govain's going to give him before moving a pass on the right side with Parker Dix in the left high post. He'll send it on the left wing with Ian Premer. Ian on the right side, he'll send it back up top to Carter Combs. Picks up a screen going right from Hall. A deep three from Carter, no good. Pin off the front of the rim before bouncing out on the right side. And Hutch player is Tayshawn Govain with sprawling into the crowd. Doesn't look like anyone too banged up, but some of the fans get a little bit of a more than an argument for down there. Panthers do keep possession. Under 4 minutes to go in quarter number 3. Panthers lead 31-23. Ian Premer has up the low left block. He'll get triple, but he still gets the
Premer!
He's just too strong, too tall, too big to handle the low left block. Gets the shot to go in. We'll see if he can convert the old-fashioned three-point play from the charity stripe. It's up. No good that time, but he gets his own board on the left baseline. Drives inside, gets the layup. Just the way he drew it up, I'm sure. Meant to miss it. Gets the Panthers a 35-23 lead. As Great Bend going on a little bit of a tear here in the third quarter. 3.5 minutes to go. Hutch has it. King bounces the pass to Govain on the right block. It's knocked away by the combination of Hall and Premer. Hall takes a lick. However, Panthers have it in their offensive end. It's Spray on the left side. He'll be fouled. Can't get the shot to go. A lot of contact on both ends. Don't even know who initiated it on the defensive side, as it was Hall and King. Both ended up tangled up with a couple of Hutch cheerleaders. Panthers quickly moved into the offensive end, though, as Spray got the transition pass on the right side of the lane, went up with it, couldn't get the shot to go, but this Panthers senior's got 2 shots coming from the line. The first one, nothing but nylon as it goes in. It makes him 3 from 3 from the free throw line. 33 of 46 from the charity stripe on the year is Maddox Spray. A couple of substitutions moving in for Great Bend as Daxton Min subs in for Carter Combs. Isaiah Reed subbing on for Jacob Hall. At the line, Maddox Spray's shot is good. Makes him a perfect 4 of 4, 3:20 still to play in the third quarter. Panthers leading 37-23. And on the inside drive, King trying to bounce a pass down low, instead picked off by Spray. Spray in transition to Premer. Ian has to pull up and finds Maddox in the paint. The 6-foot floater falls for Spray. Panthers force a timeout from a Hutch. Don't blame him, as Great Bend on an 8-0 lead. Timeout, it'll be a full one. We'll go ahead and take one with them. Don't go anywhere. Panthers up 38-23. 3 minutes to go in the third quarter. We're powered now on B1043 The Point by Ela Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Advanced Therapy in Sports Medicine is the athletic training and sports medicine provider for Panther Sports. On the court or off, you can count on Advanced Therapy in Sports Medicine to get your life back. Advanced Therapy in Sports Medicine, 4801 10th Street in Great Bend.
This Great Bend High School Panthers sports broadcast is brought to you by Insurance Planning. Insurance Planning of Great Bend, Hayes, and Russell forms the...
Coach Cree's Great Bend boys lead 39-23, currently on an 8-0 run. They're up or have a 16-point advantage in our third quarter. Going to try to keep it rolling. I want to remind everyone that Panther basketball tonight is brought to you by Equity Bank. More than 40 locations throughout Kansas, including Great Bend, Larned, Maxwell, and St. John. Visit equitybank.com. Terrell King moves the ball across half court for Hutch. He'll send a pass into the right corner. Julian Smith pump fakes, drives in on the baseline, kicks it outside to King. King swings it on the left side with Hennahaw being guarded by Parker Dix. He'll dribble to the top of the key. Rockets a pass in the left corner. Comes down in the hands of Ty Clark. Clark up top to Hennahaw. Hennahaw drives from the right side. He'll get the bucket to fall and the contact. Panthers, they've been able to contain Hennahaw pretty well in this game. Just 2 points so far. Both of those coming off of a bucket in this third quarter. Does now move to 4 points with the made layup on this shot. We'll see if he can sink the free throw. He doesn't, as it kisses off the front of the rim, rolls off the back and to the left. Daxton Min will come away with the rebound from Jacob Hall. He'll swing it to Parker Dix as Ian Premer moves it across half court. 2.5 minutes to go in quarter number 3. Great Bend up 39-25 as the Salthawks able to snap the Panthers streak. Still feeling good for Great Bend, up 14 as Parker Dix drives to the left side of the lane, gets a pass in the left corner with Ian Premer. Ian will dribble up to the top of the key, near half court, sends a pass onto the right side with Parker. Being guarded by Hennahaw, he'll get it at the top of the key to Jacob Hall. Back to Dix now as Parker loses it to Julian Smith, and Smith will step out of bounds. Possession's gonna go to Great Bend. It was Parker Dix and Julian Smith scrapping for the ball. We'll now see Parker step off after being able to keep possession in the hands of the Panthers. 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. Great Bend leads 39-25. The inbounds pass from the far sideline for Minton finds Premer in the left corner for three and finds the bottom of the bucket. Julian Smith not quite sure Ian had the range. Premer proving him wrong as Hutch now has it in their offensive end. It's Hennahaw on the left side. Up top the key, it's Smith driving over Ian. Can't get that shot to go. Gets his own offensive board. Picked away by Minton though. Daxton looking for a pass, finds Ian. Ian up and over Hennahaw for the two-handed slam. Hennahaw makes a business decision and doesn't jump with it. I don't have to blame him, as you can see Ian flexing after the timeout. Going to be a full one coming from Hutch as Great Bend up 44-25. We'll take a timeout with them. Don't go anywhere. More Panther basketball heading your way on B1043 The Point. We are powered by Ela Chevrolet. Together, let's drive. Hutchins jacks Henaha. He was between Ian and the rim and just decided a business decision. He didn't want to jump with the 6'6" Creamer. Henaha, a good ball player for Hutch, but just 5'10". Ian able to go up and over, extends him now to 23 points on the night. Hutchinson has it rolling in their offensive end as it'll be a drive from Ty Clark off the right wing, who'll go to the right block and be fouled, that time by Ian Creamer.
That was on number 14, Ian Creamer, his first.
Just Ian's first foul of the game with a minute and a half to go in quarter number 3. We'll see what Clark can do from the line as he sinks the first. As Clark steps to the line for a second shot, I want to remind everyone the Panther basketball tonight is brought to you in part by Stone Sand Company and Stone Waste Management, Downpipe Testing, Venture Corporation, and Bugle Site Chiropractic in Great Bend and St. John. Clark sinks his second attempt as it'll move the Panther lead to 44-27. Just in front of half court, Daxton skies the pass down low to Hall. Gets picked away by Henaha before Govain comes and waves it. Govain sends an overhead pass trying to find Terrell King. Instead, found Paige Sexton standing on the front row of the student section. I don't know if we can necessarily count that as a steal for Paige in this game, but I'll get with Keisha. Check is thrown in front of the Great Bend student section. It's Daxton mid. Looking down low for Ian Creamer again. Can't find him that time as Terrell King comes away with it. Gets it to Ty Clark on the right side. Clark now drives inside, finds King on the left block, and he'll be fouled going up. Will be against Carter Combs. The second against Carter. It will be a shooting foul, so Terrell King heading to the line. King's the leading scorer in this game for Hutch. He's got 12, and he'll miss the first one at the line. King's averaging a little over 13 points per contest, and so approaching that game average. If he sinks this next free throw, he'll be there. Let's hope he doesn't. It's up and on the way, and it bounces up and in. And so a substitution moves in for Coach Cree as Daxton Mid will step off. Parker Dix moves back on. Panthers throwing it in from the far baseline as Ian Creamer moved into Carter Combs across the court and finds Parker Dix. Back in the hands of Carter. He'll look for someone to go with it as he gets trapped. Panthers need to move it across half court. Jacob Hall does just that. And a pass bounced away by Hutch, lands in the hands of Maddox Gray, who went low trying to get a layup, and he got fouled hard. That time by Terrell King over to Tayshawn Govain, also in the area. Maddox Gray finding his way to the line again. The shot, no good as it hits off the front of the rim. Panthers still leading by 16, up 44-28, 49 seconds to play in quarter number 3. Spray will be back for shot number 2. That one bounces off the front of the rim and drops on in. And Cooper Omar will check in for Maddox. Spray hit the hardwood, well, pretty hard. It came up grabbing the right side a little bit. He looks fine now, though. He's a tough mad dog for Maddox. Hutch has it in their left side. Terrell King from the left corner driving over Ian Creamer, can't get to go. He'll be fouled heading to the line. As both teams getting just a little bit sloppy here in the final minute. The call goes against Cooper Omont, just his second of the contest. The fourth for Great Bend. Terrell King, first attempt, drops in. It's his second trip to the charity stripe and as many possessions for the Salthawks. As Maddox Spray will step back in, Cooper Omont stepping back to the bench. Terrell King gives the shot at the line, 2 dribbles before putting it up. That one hits off front iron, rebound bounced around. It'll be last touched by Jacob Hall. Hall was running with Govain, trying to grab it. Nearly had it, instead went off the fingertips. Hutch keeps possession. Clark moves it into King, who swings around the perimeter to Henaha on the right side. Hall moving to the right corner, finds a baseline drive over Parker Dix, can't get it to go. The rebound bounced up by Govain, now being bounced all over the place as they'll go out of bounds in front of the scoring table. Terrell King rattling the table as it'll go out of bounds. Last touch by Hutch. Panthers lead 45-29, under 25 seconds to go in the third quarter. Maddox Spray, he'll be throwing it in at the scorer's table, looking for somewhere to go. He'll find Parker Dix across half court. Parker tries to go right back to Maddox, not quite in reach as Hutch comes away with it. Now in the right corner, Hennahall with it as it's a pass too high for him. It'll go out of bounds on the baseline, and now you can see Ian Creamer just telling his guys, calm down a little bit. Tell them, don't rush the passes. We don't gotta force anything. Get it across half court and settle down a bit. Now Panthers inbound pass from Creamer finds Hall. He tries to go back to Ian, and it's picked off by Govain. Hennahall on the baseline drive. Gets it to rattle off the rim and fall in. Through the contact, he'll be heading to the line at a chance for a three-point play. The call against Jacob Hall, his third now in the game. First of this second half, still only 10 seconds to play. And the free throw, no good for Hennahall. On the board, it's Jacob Hall. Panthers 6 seconds on the clock. Parker Dix across half court, looking for somewhere to go with it. Finds Ian Creamer. Ian goes right back to Parker. Hall from the right wing. Pump fake three. Oh, can't get to go in. And shot was being waved off before it had even made its way to the rim. Gotta say, I like to see it. I like when they're making the call before it's established whether it's going to count or not. Panthers head into the final quarter, leading 45-31. Stick around as we'll have more Panther basketball head your way right after this on B103 The Point, powered by Eastern Chevrolet. Together, let's ride.
The University of Kansas Health System in Great Bend is here.
On a 6-1 run against Great Bend. However, coming out in the quarter number 4, Panthers will be on their defensive end with a chance to get a quick turnover, maybe get some points on the opposite side. Currently on the floor for Great Bend, it's Daxton Min, Cooper Omar, Maddox Spray, Ian Creamer, and Jacob Hall. Terrell King directing offense for the Salthawks. He'll put the ball in the left hand, drive to the right, swings the pass to Spiller on the left wing, then scores over onto the right corner. Ball knocked away as Ian Creamer runs into Daxton Min, and don't know who the travel was on, who had possession there, but Panthers do get called for a travel. It'll go right back to Hutch. Get a little fist bump between Daxton and Ian as 7:43 remaining in the ball game. Panthers leading 45-31. The inbounds pass from the left baseline finds its way to Spiller, who'll give it up to Hennahall. Working to the left wing, he'll pick up a screen from Govain. Passes onto the right side to Spiller, right back to Hennahall, who swings it into the left corner with Smith. Smith goes back to Hennahall up top. Hennahall swings it to Smith on the left wing. A three-pointer, no good. However, Govain gets the board. The shot won't count as he'll be fouled. Going against Daxton Min, it'll be his first. And so Terrell King throwing it in from the left trigger, deep down low on the left side. He'll move it into the left corner with Hennahall. Being guarded by Omai, he'll drive off the left baseline, get a layup at the rim, and gets it to drop in. Hennahall now with 8 points in the game, all 8 coming in the second half. Panthers moving across half court with Jacob Hall. He's looking for somewhere else to go with it, and another turnover for Great Bend. Panthers giving it up as Henaha drives inside to the pass on the right side. A three-pointer from Spiller, no good off back iron. Rebounded by Gouvein. He goes inside, can't get the look at the rim to go in. Now rebound being fought for Min, sends it to the right side, and Henaha steps out of bounds on the far sideline. Great Bend had
Substitution for the Panthers.
just 10 turnovers in the first half, and now not even a minute and 15 seconds into the fourth quarter, already with 6 in the second half. Going to be trying to clean it up here as we go the rest of the way, as we stop and get a towel brought onto the court to wipe up some sweat. I want to remind everyone the Panther basketball tonight is brought to you in part by American Plains Co-op, Mag Dry Cleaning Services, Comfort Pro, and by Innovative Livestock Services. I'm sure fellas appreciate getting the court dried up as the Gatorade towel returns to the bench. It'll be Maddox Spray thrown it in on the far sideline just in front of the Great Bend student section. He'll get it in to Carter Combs. Combs sends a pass to the far sideline to Parker Diggs. Parker driving into the left corner, finds a pass to the rim and gets it to drop in. Parker Diggs showed a little bit of some explosion there as he saw the way to the rim. Didn't hesitate. A three off the right wing for Henaha, hits off near iron. Combs and Henaha scrapping for it as it'll be a jump ball.
Jump ball. Possession arrow to the Panthers.
Senior guards
Substitution
not
for
what they're
Hutchinson.
seeing at the end as put the body on the floor. Possession's going to go over to Great Bend. It'll be Maddox Spray throwing it in again. The Gatorade towel from the Hutch sideline. Stealing the show on the court as it dries up that right short corner. I'll use the opportunity again to remind you that Panther basketball is brought to you by Equity Bank. No ATM fees nationwide. Learn more at equitybank.com. 6:25 to go in our ball game. Panthers leading 47-33. On the inbounds pass, Maddox Spray finds Ian Creamer on the near sideline. Ian gets trapped and able to get a pass away to the far side with Parker Dix. Parker working towards half court will be fouled. It's going against Henaha, as Henaha may have been trying to draw the charge, but did not have the feet established. Maddox Spray throwing it in on the near sideline, or on the far sideline, I meant in front of the student section. As Jacob Hall gets the pass, he'll give it up to Carter Combs. Carter across half court. Drives to the right side and finds a lane to the rim. He'll be fouled hard. He lands. Tough ball for the Panthers senior as he'll stay down for a second. Looking like he's going to be able to get up. Good show of toughness from the Panthers seniors. It looks like Carter probably had the wind knocked out of him, to say the least.
That's a second team foul.
Carter will put the hands on the knees as he approaches the line. A chance for 2 points. It was a tough fall. As we get a conference from the referees after head coach of the Hutch Salthawks brought something to the attention of the officials. And the conference still going on as now the teams kind of starting to meet on the court, discuss what's happening. So it's looking like since the Panther Doc Gormley stepped onto the court, they thought Carter might have to go off. However, it's not looking like it's the case. Doc Gormley doing a great job for Great Bend all the time. And Carter Combs able to step up and make the free throw. Good show of toughness as, like I said, you could hear the thud on the hardwood from Carter smacking the floor. The second one hits off back iron, but Jacob Hall gets the board. The pump fake gets some space and gets it made. Jacob, an incredible awareness, incredible touch for when to throw that pump fake out. Clears himself some space, and Panthers now lead 50-33. Under 6 minutes to go in the ball game. As Great Bend on a 5-0 run in the fourth quarter. We get a timeout called from Hutch. It'll be a 30-second timeout, so we'll go ahead and keep it right here. I'll remind everyone that Panther basketball tonight is brought to you in part by People's Bank and Trust, Empire Realty, Trader Homes and Remodeling, and by the Great Bend Rec Center. Great Bend boys Panther basketball. This current win streak they're on, a 7-game spell that stretches back when they were able to beat Liberal in their first game of February, as Great Bend did not lose in the shortest month of the year. Panthers able to rattle off 7 straight wins. It's their longest win streak since 2019, when that 2019 squad was able to win 11 games in a row before they finished 17-5. If Great Bend can win this contest, they'll tie that scoring or that win total. However, now coming out of the timeout break, Hutch going to be working one of their blobs, the baseline out of bounds plays, as they get it up top of the key to Govain. He hands off to King. King takes his place at the top of the point, sends a pass on the right side with Henaha. Henaha jumps inside to the mid lane, sends a pass up top, nearly lost by King. Instead, he stretches out the hand and grabs it. Henaha, deep three on the right side, finds the bottom of the net. He was standing deep back there, but still able to convert, as that's their first made three-pointer. Now 11 attempts from deep for Hutch, as Panther inbounds is knocked out of bounds on the baseline. Great Bend will keep possession. A tick under 5.5 to go in the fourth quarter, as Great Bend leads 50-36. Ian will find Jacob Hall, who gets it right back to Premer. Premer with an eye on the rim, goes across the paint and finds Spray. Maddox gets the layup off the right block. The Hutch defense was able to get between Ian and the rim, so instead of the dunk, Ian had to settle for the assist. Now left wing three for Henaha. That time can't find the mark. Wasn't quite as deep as the last one, but still couldn't find what he was looking for. Terrell King gets called for the foul for Hutch, as he was trying to knock a ball away from Maddox Spray in front of half court. Also, 52-36 is the lead for Great Bend. 5:06 on the clock, as Jay Lewis will sub in for Jax Henaha. Another substitution coming in for the Salthawks, as Ty Clark will move in for Julian Smith. Standing in front of the Panthers student section, Maddox Spray will throw the ball in. He'll find its way to Parker Dix near the baseline. Parker sends a pass to Carter Combs on the near side, who then goes across midcourt to Jacob Hall. Hall standing on the Panther head, swings it onto the far side with Parker Dix. Parker kicks it out to Hall, who pump fakes, draws the defense a little closer, sends a pass inside to Ian Premer. Ian comes away with it, can't get the shot to go in. Fighting for his own board, won't be able to pull it in, as refs will say it was last touched by Ian as it goes out of bounds on the baseline. Possession moves to Hutch. 4:42 is still on the clock. Panthers leading 52-36. Salthawks will let the ball roll towards half court before King picks it up. Being guarded by Spray, he'll look to his left and drive that way. Trying to find his way to the block. He'll do just that and gets the layup to go in. Terrell King with 16 points now for Hutch. Panthers, though, leading 52-38 as Ian Premer finds Jacob Hall on the inbound. He gets across half court, finds Parker Dix in the paint with a pass off the hands of Parker. And as they're trying to move across half court, Terrell King fouled by Ian Premer, and Panthers can slow it down a little bit as some of these passes going quickly. The Hutch defense in a full press situation, put a little bit of pressure on Great Bend.
Also for the Panthers, Daxton Minton.
We'll see Daxton Minton sub in for the Panthers, along with Ben Nicholson. Maddox Spray and Carter Combs making their way to the bench. And so on the court for Great Bend, a young lineup with Cooper, Omot, Daxton, Min, Ben Nicholson, Jacob Hall and Ian Premer will get a timeout called. That one a 30-second coming from Hayes, or from Hutch, excuse me. Give Hutch too many extra opportunities to come away with a sub-state championship. Great Bend in their defensive end as Terrell King moves across half court. Panthers have not been able to contain King this game. However, a couple of Salthawks not finding the rhythm as Henaha knocks down a three from the right corner. He's been finding his rhythm late in this second half as he's got 14, all coming after the halftime break. We'll get a timeout called, a full one from Great Bend, and so, or a full one, excuse me, from Hutch, and so we'll take one with them. Don't go anywhere. More Panther basketball heading your way on B1043 The Point, powered by US Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Do you need some
Welcome back to B1043 The Point, where with 4 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, Panthers lead 52-41. Great Bend has the ball and they're throwing it in from the far baseline. It's Maddox Spray able to get it in on the near sideline to Jacob Hall. On the double team, Hall gets it away to Spray. Spray jumps up and finds Premer. Premer across half court to Parker Dix. Dix drives down the left side, moves it into the right corner. A three-pointer from Carter Combs goes down. Great Bend able to move the ball methodically across half court, break the press, and Carter Combs open from the right corner is now from the left corner drive. Hutch no good, and the second attempt from Govain doesn't go in as he'll be knocked out of bounds on the baseline. A couple of substitutions moved in from the Salthawks as Julian Smith and Jax Henaha back on the court now for head coach Brian Miller. Hutch will still have possession, so Terrell King throwing it in from the baseline. Panthers put a lot of focus on stopping these baseline out-of-bounds plays that Hutch likes to run. So far, so good as Henaha gets it up top. He'll move into the right block and send a pass onto the right wing with Terrell King, potentially get away with a shuffle of the feet. Now Henaha from the right wing, trying to draw a foul from the three-point shot. Instead, Parker Dix does get fouled at half court for Great Bend. There's a couple of Panthers, Carter Combs and Maddox Spray, making sure the teammates know, stay calm. Maddox Spray just in front of the Clark communication table as he'll have the inbounds pass, trying to get it past Terrell King. Spray looking around, finds Jacob Hall in the right wing. Hall gives it right back to Maddox. Maddox dribbling towards the top of the key, 3:10 on the clock. Panthers leading 55-41. Ian Premer has on the left side, moves it up top to Jacob Hall. Hall right back to Ian. Ian onto the right side with Parker Dix being guarded by Lewis. He'll give it up to Combs on the far sideline. Combs moves it up top near the half-court line to Spray as the clock ticks under 3 minutes to play. Ian Premer now gets it from Spray and a timeout called. It'll be a full timeout coming from Kyle Cree. We'll go ahead and keep it here. Remind everyone that Panther basketball brought to you tonight by Equity Bank, your hometown sports partner. He had no idea he was doing that well. And Panthers now throwing it in from the far sideline. Ian Creamer's inbound is nearly picked off by King. However, he's not able to do it cleanly as it'll go into the hands of Tim Freeze on the far sideline. Might not be the KU football player he once was, but he can still see the athleticism with the ball in his hand. Puts Maddox Spray at the line. A chance for two. His first shot is up and in. Maddox having a very nice night from the line. Currently 6 of 7 from the charity stripe. We'll see what he has on attempt number 2, and that one is up and in. Great Bend up 57-41, 2:45 on the clock as Julian Smith has at the top of the key, sends a pass on the right side. Terrell King, three-pointer goes down. As Great Bend now throwing it in on the left baseline. 2.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Maddox Spray gets on the right side. He'll be trapped by King and Smith, and he'll be fouled on the arm. Should be going against King, and it does. It's the 5th foul against King, and so he'll be stepping off. Tough break for Hutch as the leading scorer for the Salthawks with 19 points will not be available to him the rest of the way. Maddox Spray, he'll be at the line for Great Bend. Spray, shot up and on the way, no good on the first. So Maddox started the game with 4 makes before a miss, then was able to go 3 from the line without a miss, and now we're back to his making ways. Gets it to go through the bucket. All of Maddox's free throw attempts coming in this second half as Henaha will have the ball top of the key for Hutch, sends it into the left corner. A three-pointer for Spiller goes down. Hutch staying in it with these threes as Great Bend up 11 points, 58-47, 2:05 to go. Maddox Spray has it in the back court paint. He'll move it onto the far sideline. Ian Creamer, and Ian got fouled hard, but it was right after Coach Cree had taken a timeout. The whistle on the near sideline wasn't even done being blown when the foul was called on the far, but Panthers will get their second to last timeout called here in the ball game. Just over 2 minutes to play. You heard me talking about that. and so he'll have a chance for 2. Coach Creed trying to plead his case that he was in the act of rebounding, but the shots will be going up as the crowd gets loud with Jay Lewis at the line. He bricks that one off the front of the rim. Not an easy place to make a free throw, as it's not just the Great Bend student section. They're definitely getting the most rockets, but you can hear yells coming down from all levels at the Panther Fieldhouse. Lewis's second attempt at the line. That one's no good either. Best part about that, Lewis shoots 87% from the free throw line on the field. 0 for 2 here at the Panther Fieldhouse. Panthers in transition. Maddox Spray gets the up and under layup from left to right through contact. I'll have a chance for the and one as a Maddox. He's put an emphatic end to his Panther career here at the Panther Fieldhouse. He had a season high, career high 15 against Hayes. Now he's got another season high 17 following the converted and one play. It also gives the Panthers a 61-47 advantage with just a minute 38 to play. Henaha has the ball for Hutch across half court. Driving to the left side, he swings the pass in the left corner. A three-pointer from Spiller finds the bottom of the net. Spiller now 2 for 2 on three-pointers in the second half. Still an 11-point lead for Great Bend, 61-50, a minute 23 still to go. Daxton Min gets a pass down low to Hall. Hall pump fakes, gets Govain in the air, and goes right behind him for the easy layup. Hall and the Panthers on the steal on the inbound pass. Maddox Spray drives to the left side, and he'll be fouled. Can't get the shot to go in, but back to the charity stripe goes a Maddox Spray. Spray, 9 of 11 from the charity stripe, all coming after the second half, or all coming after halftime, I should say, as Maddox's first shot from the line is up and in. So far, the shortest free throw streak Spray's gone on tonight is 3 in a row. We'll see if he can make it 4 in a row here, and he does just that. Money Maddox from the free throw line as the Panthers up 65-50, 105 to go. Henaha driving on the right side of the lane. He'll get a layup to go in. Ball rolling around as Panthers will heave a full court pass. It's Daxton Min to Maddox Spray. Spray on the right side, gets it to go in. Making 20 points for Maddox in his last game at the Panther Fieldhouse. What a night for Maddox Spray. Over the right short corner, Daxton Min gets called for the reach in foul. Just the second as Sadie Spray starting the I believe that we will win chant in front of the Panthers student section. Julian Smith at the line for Hutch as we get a conference at the scorer's table. Whether it's 4 or 5 fouls, we do not know. That's the question, is Julian Smith going to be at the line? As they are discussing with the scorer's table, I'll use the opportunity to remind everyone that Panther Basketball tonight is brought to you in part by Insurance Planning, Unruh Brothers Trash Service, Scott's Welding Service, and by Barton Community College. Both coaches stepping to the scorer's table are trying to get it figured out. 45 seconds on the clock. Panthers lead by 15, 67-52. And Panther faithful starting to get to their feet and celebrate what is going to be a sub-state championship. It does get decided, was not the 5th foul, just the 4th. So Hutch throwing it in the right corner. It's a Henaha 3, no good off near iron. Julian Smith able to come away with the rebound on the left side. He'll get the layup to go in, fighting in front of the rim. He'll be fouled on the play too by Ian Creamer, and so Smith, he'll be at the line. Smith, 3-point play, no good as Daxton Min soars up to get the board. 36 seconds on the clock as Min will be fouled. He'll now be heading to the line as the foul going against Henaha. Min's going to be at the line shooting 2. The first half of the season, Min started out 0 for 8, now 8 of 17 as this one does not go in. Second try will be on the way from Min as it's in the right hand, now in the air, no good as it bounces off back iron. Smith has it in transition, 30 seconds still to go on the clock as top of the key, he's working against Min, he'll put a shot up, no good as it hits off near iron. Henaha gets the board, can't get the second attempt shot. Ian Creamer comes away with the rebound, gets it to Daxton Min on the left side. Mitten fouled hard by Govain on the left block as he was trying to go up with the shot. Matt Mitten will have some redemption chances at the line after just going 0 for 2 for the charity stripe. We'll see what Daxton has this time. Panthers lead 67-54. 17 ticks left to go as Great Bend well on their way to avenging a January loss, as that time Daxton able to make the first one. Panthers gotta be feeling good as they'll be heading to the state tournament in Emporia next week. Daxton then sinks the second as well. And a substitution moves in as Daxton Mitten running off, hyping up the student section. Carter Combs steps back on. And Julian Smith will be throwing it in for Hutch. He'll get to Henaha, under 15 seconds to play. Smith on the left wing, moves it to the right side to Govain. Govain will drive inside against Hall, can't get the shot to go. Fighting for the rebound, it'll go out of bounds on the baseline. Just 4 seconds, and Panther student section got the flashlights out, waving goodbye to old Hutch. He even got the middle schoolers joining in. It's a fun time, it's a fun win, as Ian Creamer comes away with a steal, and the Great Bend Panther boys will win a SUBSTATE Championship. Ian Creamer running off the court with the classic Vince Carter. It's over. It's over. 69-54, your final score as Panthers punch their ticket to the state tournament. Stick around, as coming up next, we'll have your People's Bank and Trust post-game show powered by Ely Chevrolet. Together, let's drive.
Even the cleanest homes and offices struggle with mold and mildew growing on the ducts of their heating and AC systems. Magna Dry Cleaning Services in Great Bend offers complete air duct cleaning. Find out more. Stop by their new location at 18th and Main in Great Bend.
The future is bright. See it clearly with the help of the 10th Street Eye Care Center. Dr. Russell McCauley, Dr. Chad Creamer, Dr. Nicole Miller, and Dr. Sarah Steeder are ready to help you. The 10th Street Eye Care Center on the sunny side of the Vision Corner, 10th and Washington, Great Bend.
The trouble with the future is that it keeps getting closer and closer. It is important to begin developing a plan today. At Edward Jones Great Bend, they like to look at your individual needs before anything else. Call Todd Armitage, Jim Vopat, Chris Sundahl, or Jim Armitage at Edward Jones Great.
Ladies and gentlemen, first, we would like to congratulate Hutchinson on a very fine season. Now, on hand to present the SUBSTATE Championship trophy, Mr. Matt Westerhouse, and giving it to your Great Bend Panthers! Great Bend High School officials would like to thank you for attending tonight's game. As you depart the gymnasium, please use caution. We would like to wish everyone a safe trip home. Good night from Great Bend High School.